good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. It's MRO, and we're going to be doing another anti-racist crochet tutorial. So thanks for stopping by. It'll be a really quick one for you with a cool, versatile stitch, the Alpine stitch. And you can make scarves and blankets and pillows and hats and pretty much anything with this stitch. So hopefully you'll stick around. Shouldn't take long once you get used to it. So we'll get started right away. Just quickly, I am using wool for this because I'm going to be making a scarf as a gift. And so, but you can use whatever type of yarn you want and the appropriate hook for whatever yarn you're using. I'm using a 5.0. The first thing to do once you, that's basically all you need. The first thing to do is to create your foundation chain, and you're working in multiples of 2. So just to start, just to show you the basics, I made a chain of 24. So if you want to pause the video and create your chain, and then I'll meet you back when you've done that. Let's do that. Okay, welcome back. Now that you have your chain, so for whatever length your project is, say you're doing a blanket and you've done 80, and it's going to be long. If you are doing just a little square, maybe it's 18 across, but this here is 24. And then what you do is you chain one more. So just add one more chain to your project, and that counts as the next, that's part of your next row. So it's bumping you up. So in the second chain from the hook, you do a single crochet, and so that is basically just yarn up and then loop, yarn over, and then through just like that. So pull up a loop, yarn over just like that, and you do that all the way across. So you should end up again with the exact number that you had with your starting chain. I will have 24. So if you just continue a single chain or single crochet all the way across, and then I'll meet you at the end. Okay, we're back. Your first row should look something like this. Now on to row 2 already. So for this one, we chain 2 and turn our work. And we do not crochet into this stitch. This chain 2 is going to count as our first stitch. So we will go into the next stitch here, and we're going to do a double crochet. So that is what we do. So if you need help with that, so yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over 2, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and you do a double crochet in every stitch across. So I will leave you to it. Just do your double crochet, pause the video, and I'll meet you back at the very end. Hey all, we're back. This is what your third row should look like. Looking pretty good. Next row is another super easy one. Chain 1, turn your work, and into the same stitch here you do a single crochet, and then you do that all the way across. So just do a row of single crochet all the way across, and when you get to the end of the row, I will meet you. So let's meet at the end of the row. See you in a few minutes. Pause the video. Okay, we're back. This is sort of what your project should look like. If it's longer, it's just gonna look like this, except longer. If it's shorter, you know the rules. So the next row is basically where we are going to be doing, where everything sort of takes shape. And this is the row that you will be repeating. So I think I called this previous row, I don't even know what I called it, but anyway, that's row 3. This row we just did with the single crochet is row 3. So the next row is row 4. So that's, well, just to clarify that. So let's chain 2. Okay, now is where the fun begins. So we're going to be doing double crochets across, but we're going to be alternating, and we're going into the previous row where we've done the double crochet. You can see those posts. So to start that, here's our first one here. We're going to yarn over like that, and then go into, you're doing a back post double crochet. So you take your hook and go behind that double crochet from the previous row, yarn over like that, pull up your loop, so you'll have 3 on there, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So it's basically kind of like a ladder that you're building up. The next step is to, we're not going into this stitch, but we're going to do a double crochet on the top of this one. So into the single crochet at the top. So just as you would normally do. So it's kind of like low one, high one, low one, high one, low one, high one. So now yarn over and go back down into this previous row. So you're skipping this one and you're going into the third post here. Go behind, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so same thing again. Instead of going into this next one here, we're going to go to the top of it. So, and you're going to do a double crochet. So yarn over into the top, pull through, just like that. And let's continue that way. So we skip this one again, remember, so we're alternating. And you will go into this one here with a double crochet behind it, just like that. Pull through 2, pull through 2, and then yarn over and go into the top of the next one. And a nice trick here I will show you with the next one. So we're skipping this one here and going into this one with a back double crochet. And make sure that your work isn't too tight, because you want it to have some height to it so that it aligns with the ones that you're doing on the top chain. If you can see that. So make sure that your work is a little bit loose. Not too loose, but you just want to, when you're pulling a loop here, let me do one step at a time. We're going into the top of this post. Now, if you're confused too, because about which one to go into, basically think of this as alternating. So you're doing one here, 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 one here. So you've done this one here, go into the top of this one, the one right beside it, and there will be a stitch behind your post. So just ignore that one. Okay, and so what I was saying before, when you go into the bottom one, make sure that you're pulling up your yarn a little bit so it's not tight like this. So pull it up like that, and that's going to give you a little bit of height and keep it kind of loose. Okay, so I'm going to leave you to that. Just alternate, keep going, and I'll meet you back at the end. Yeah, good luck. Hey, we're back. This is basically what you should have, sort of it almost looks like a weave. You're kind of in and out, in and out. There's a front one and a back, well, front post and a back post. So to end off, you should end with a double crochet that you do on the top of your final post, just like that. And that will keep everything sort of aligned on your sides as well. Okay, so the next row is row 5. Turn your work and into the same stitch there, you do a single crochet, and you do a single crochet all the way across. That's how easy this is. So I will leave you to that. Just do a single crochet all the way across, and I'll meet you back at the end. So pause the video. See you in a few minutes. Okay, here we go. We're almost done, actually. The pattern anyways. So we've done that. This is what our project should look something like. Now the next row is where we basically make the Alpine stitch really pop out. So first you chain 2, and then instead of going into these front posts like we have here, we're going to go into the back ones and sort of give them a little oomph. So to do that, we will first do a double crochet beside our chain 2. So don't go into the first stitch, go into the second one, do a double crochet, and then you do a double crochet into, see this front one here? You go into the back one, and you're going to do that same back loop, back double crochet. So go behind it, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So there you've got another front one here. Now it's the same sort of pattern, so we're going to, instead of going into this stitch here, we're going into the top one. So remember, it's bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top. So do a double crochet into the top of that post. Now into the post behind here, you're going to do a back post double crochet. Okay, and then into the top of this post, you're doing a double crochet. And then into this one behind, you're doing a back post double crochet, and then into the top of this post you're doing a double crochet. So you do that all the way across. So the next one obviously is pulling this, doing a back post double crochet. So do that all the way across, and basically that gives you the up and down look here. So I'll leave you to it, and when you get to the end, I'll meet you back there. Okay, we're back. At the end of your row, you should end with a top, so not a bottom crochet. You end with a top double crochet, and then that's pretty much it. So you turn your work and you do a row, so start into the first stitch here and do a row of single crochet all the way across, and that is that row done. So how about you do that, and then I'll meet you back at the end of this row again, and we'll go over one more row. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm just going to take you through one more row just to give you the hang of it. So you chain 2 and then turn your work, and then into, so if you'll be able to see the posts that are kind of forward and the ones that are backwards. So you're working again into the back ones. So you'll alternate as well. So just keep that in mind. Just keep an eye on your work until you get the hang of it, so that you're not, if you end up with doing the wrong thing, you'll end up with posts all kind of lined up, sticking up, which is a different type of pattern altogether. It's still cool, but that's not the Alpine stitch. So we've chained 2 here. Now we're going to go into the back of this double crochet here. So go into the back post, pull up your loop just like that, and then on the top of the post that's sticking out, you do a double crochet, and you continue that way all the way across, and then that gives you your Alpine stitch. So I will leave you to it. If you are confused, just go back and repeat rows 3, 4, 5, and 6, and that's it. And so in between your double crochet, you're always doing a row of single crochet. So just remember that. That's key. But yeah, that's all there is to it. So I will do a couple more rows just to show you what it would look like, and then you're on your own. So have fun, relax. Hey, we're back. Look at that, the magic of the internet. So this is basically what the pattern is for the Alpine stitch. This is going to be a scarf. You can see how pretty it is. You can finish it off by doing a row of single crochet all the way around if you want it to look a little bit more neat on the sides, but it aligns pretty well. So yeah, that's basically it. What else? Oh, at the very end when you're done, make sure to do one row of single crochet, just to make it the other end of your project even with this end. And then you can always, after you do a row of single crochet, if you want, you can also do a slip stitch row across, but either way, just end with a row of single crochet. So that's it. Everybody have fun doing this. This is a great project that works up really, really quickly. As you can see, it didn't take me very long to do this. There you go. You're done. Enjoy yourself while you're doing this. Make lots of fun projects. You can show me if you want. You can tweet them or send them some other way. I don't know. But anyways, that's it. That's as easy as it is. And I'll stop being fiddly. There you go. So we'll see you next time, hopefully. Either way, take some time out for yourself, and happy anti-racist crocheting. Take care, everybody. Bye.